Hey everybody, Tim here for a Star Wars review. Just real quick, some shorts. So, for those who don't know, there's a TV show out there called Forces of Destiny. Some people, I've talked to some really big Star Wars fans, never heard of it. Some really know a lot about it. So, I kind of broke it up into several different shorts. I'm not going to dive too deeply into it, just kind of give you a rundown of what they're about. If you have Disney Plus, highly recommend checking it out. It's definitely worth your time. How many crossovers happen? How many different, did that person ever meet that person? It's absolutely amazing. So just to keep these reviews kind of short, just for this one, I'm going to do 8 shorts. Literally, they're 3 minutes a piece. So the first one, we get Rey. I haven't actually done the reviews for 7, 8, and 9, but I mean, everybody knows who Rey is at this point. It's not a spoiler. So we see Rey and BB-8, so it's obviously into episode 7 a little bit, fighting a sandworm. It's really kind of interesting. It's really good. This is one of the few times where it leads right into the second short, where Rey and BB-8 and the sandworm attack some scavengers. Most of the time, they don't lead right into the next one like this, but it was their first time, so it kind of makes sense that they're going together. The third episode, we see Wicket and Leela, where did Leela come from? Wicket and Princess Leia together, which, any time for them to be together is absolutely great. Who doesn't love Wicket? If you guys know, I did the whole reviews for the Ewok movies and the Ewok animated adventures. So I love the Ewoks. It's actually Return of the Jedi is actually my favorite Star Wars movie. So to see this is great. And then just them taking out stormtroopers. It's a fun little adventure. Episode number 4, we see Ahsoka, Anakin, Yoda doing their thing. So already we've seen the sequel, we've seen the original trilogy, and now we're into the prequels, into the Clone Wars era. So lots of stuff going on. Episode 5, Princess Leia and R2-D2 on Hoth. We see Chewbacca, we see a Wampa, we see all sorts of things. It's a lot of fun. It's just watch it. It's great. Episode 6 for sign language. Ahsoka and Padme. There's the assassination attempt. I don't know. Anytime you Padme, I have a love-hate relationship with. Sometimes she's great, sometimes not so much. But still, it's interesting anytime Ahsoka shows up, it's great. So to see Ahsoka and Padme, I'm kind of excited. Episode 7 is where it kind of gets interesting. We see a Lothcat, so obviously it comes from Rebels and the planet of Lothal. Jen shows up, Jen Erso from Rogue One. Love it. It's absolutely great. Just Jen saving this little girl. It's fantastic. I loved Rogue One. I thought Rogue One was one of the best movies ever. If Return of the Jedi is my favorite movie, Rogue One's probably my second favorite movie. And so to see Jen show up, because realistically, didn't think she ever would, absolutely 100% for it. And then, just to keep this review short, episode 8, we see Princess Leia and Sabine Wren. Like I said, you start to see some of these crossovers. So we get Sabine from Rebels, Princess Leia, which Princess Leia did show up in Rebels. It was season 1 of Rebels. So them, and then IG-88 shows up. Fantastic. All sorts of little crossovers, little cameos. We'll see a lot more as this series continues. Like I said, not a lot of reviews. I'm just trying to get this name out there because it seems like most people don't know about it, or they just kind of tune it out because realistically, it's like Flash animation. It's not really detailed. So I think a lot of people just kind of tune it out right away. Don't do it. Watch it. It's worth your time. For those who have seen it, let me know. Forces of Destiny. This is part 1. Thank you guys. Thank you for subscribing. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys next time for another batch.